Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's reading. I am using Purify and Elevation because it feels like the energy that is really coming up where we need to do a bit of a clean out and clear out, and we need to also lift our game and elevate our frequency and our energy levels. And a lot of that is starting the week at the first quarter moon in Capricorn. Moon's super uncomfortable in Capricorn, so I don't know if you can feel it, but I sure can. But also that this is Capricorn, the goat, who climbs and scales the mountains. So we get that elevation, that elevated perspective. But Capricorn is also the old way of doing things in many ways versus Aquarius being the new way of doing things. And we are also experiencing that really strong energy of the Uranus-Saturn square again, which was our theme all of last year as a big overriding theme of the year. That's really just kind of coming back for a little flashback to check in with, wait, did you shift that? Did you change that? Because that is also the breakdown of the old order and making space for a new world. So that feeling is also uncomfortable, and it's a reminder of what's been uncomfortable for a while to check in really with how we're doing things. Now, Mercury went direct yesterday, and by the end of this week, Pluto goes direct. So in October, we have 4 planets turning direct, and we've had like 6 planets retrograde. And that was really a lot to deal with. And now there's slowly going to be many of them turning direct in this month. There is a lot going on this month. So I'm super excited about this reading because actually it feels really positive to me. So pick your card number between 1 and 4 and let's jump in. First quarter moon is a square. It's where the moon gets to be squared with where the new moon was. And the Uranus-Saturn square is very active. So the energy is like a pressure to change. That's what's most present. So there's the overall reading. They're all upright. And actually, there's so much positivity in this reading that I really just want to highlight the fact that, yes, it is uncomfortable, but yes, it is just what we need to grow. So this is the Hierophant, and I feel like the anchor card for this week is just telling us to lighten up, first of all, and find our joy and lift our vibe, because this change that is happening, whether we want it to or not, whether we like it or not, is going to help us to reach a higher level and find more joy and a greater capacity for a better future for ourselves and those we love and the generations to come. So even though there's challenge, it's very positive. And this also reminds us to tap into source. We are not alone. And if we, whatever your spiritual belief is, whatever religion you follow, it doesn't matter what that is. But as long as you have that connection to your higher power, to the energy that is greater than you, you can find your joy. Then the Five of Cups is the one card this week that gives us that pause to remember how uncomfortable things might be feeling, because the Five of Cups is a card where we're feeling really kind of heartbroken, forlorn, sad, we have regrets, we have losses, we're dealing with grief, all of those things, and it's draining her. You can see the energy swirling away down this like bottomless pit, and there's these 4 cups that are just empty, that have drained away, and as she drains the energy from the cups, it's draining from her, basically her heart, her life's force. But then just behind her, when she's ready to change her perspective, she'll see this new bowl full of rainbow light and optimism and enthusiasm, and who knows what all is there. But at the moment, she just needs this pause to grieve. It doesn't even feel bad for me. It feels, in fact, quite important that we remember to be uncomfortable, to be sad, to be angry, to be lonely, to be all the things that we are feeling, and allow ourselves to feel them and let that drain us for a moment, as long as we are overall connected to source and we're having our moment of grief and regret and shame and whatever it may be for us at any given time. Go there and then tap back into the Hierophant. But I'm not alone. I am being supported. Everything is happening for my greatest good. It's happening for me, not to me. And go into the Five of Cups, because it's coming back to that beautiful phrase, there's no growth in the comfort zone and there's no comfort in the growth zone. There needs to be those times where you stop and feel like crap and feel the pain and feel the fear and feel all of those things, as well as feel the joy, feel the gratitude, feel the lightness. We have to do it all. But if we are avoiding any of those feelings, it slows the whole process down of our healing, and it brings us down more than we realize. It becomes heavier and heavier to carry. So just stop and feel the feelings. And then the star card, the Hierophant and the Star are both major arcana. So those are energies that are bigger than us. And just notice how both of them have this like upward perspective. In fact, so does the Six of Wands, this looking up. So of 4 cards, only one is looking down into the darkness, into the inner world, into the pit of the painful feelings. I mean, we need at least that. It's not realistic to only be sky gazing all the time. What goes up must come down, as above, so below, as within, so without. These are universal laws. So I really actually appreciate the authenticity of 5 of Cups being in this otherwise exceptionally positive reading, because there is pressure right now. There are squares in the sky. There are things that are being thrust upon us, whether we like it or not, in the collective and in our individual lives. But the star is the sign of hope and healing. And I just think that's a perfect thing for us to really remember. Just like it's great to remember that the Hierophant saying, we're not alone, and connecting to your spiritual belief system will help you through these times and help you find your joy. The star card's really reminding us that we can still find hope and healing, and that it's the dream, it's the wishes fulfilled. And the Six of Wands is actually that as well, because the Six of Wands is like, yay, take the stage, take the laurel wreath, you've done it, you have arrived, you have achieved, spotlights on you, well done. And even there, the raising of the vibration, the bringing of the light, that is very present in both the Star card and the Six of Wands card and the Hierophant card. So it's like 3 times a similar message from a different vantage point, through a different lens, from a different angle, however you want to see it. And then also the reminder that life is not always hope and healing and wishes fulfilled and take the stage. Even in amongst those moments that we can feel that we have achieved and feel the gratitude for our rewards and reaping what we have sown, there will still be overwhelm. There will still be many, many feelings. That is normal. That is healthy. It is actually necessary for us to experience that simultaneously. We don't just have times when we're happy and times when we're sad. We are all of these things at the same time. We are multivalent, and I think that's really a message that's been coming through for me very strongly in my meditations, and it's showing up in this card reading. So I hope this has been helpful, and please like, follow, subscribe, share, and help me to grow my business, and let me know in the comments how you are finding these readings and if they are supportive for you. Have a beautiful week.